Hello and thank you for visiting an explanation of this number 4 on page 121 to the 1/2 power. This one is, well, wow, involved. And one thing, here's a nice little nugget of truth that you're going to get from clicking on this video. I'm going to share with you, it's not really a property, but it's an effect of a property that if you have a fraction raised to a negative exponent, you can flip that fraction and then make the exponent positive. So, man, I probably was thinking of like explaining why this is, but that would add maybe 2 or 3 more minutes onto it. So if you're interested, first try to confirm that. Like, don't take my word for it, but see if you can't use the properties to go from what's on the left to what's on the right. That's going to happen a lot in this problem, where a fraction into a negative exponent can take the reciprocal to the positive exponent. All right, let's deal with this thing now. I'm just going to start working, I think, from inside out on this one. I'm going to put 2 different ways here, and I'll go first. I think I'll deal with this denominator first. So I'm going to recopy it. It's negative. I'll keep the u squared up top, and then I'm going to change, u to the 0 is just 1. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And then v to the negative 4 to the negative 3 is v to the 12th. That is a power to a power. I can multiply them. And then I'll just continue. That's a negative u to the negative first v cubed to the negative 1. Got to make sure everything is still there. There's step 1. Next, I think I'm going to take this piece here, which is all in parentheses to the negative 1 power. I'm going to switch it up to the numerator. So I'm going to put an equal sign here, and now we're looking at negative. Here's u squared, and now what's in parentheses? I'm just going to multiply without a parentheses now, v to the 12th, negative u to the negative first. So just because I'm dealing with this entire expression here, and it is to the negative first, so it comes up to the numerator, but this u to the negative 1 still remains, times v cubed, and that is still all of that to the negative 4th power. Okay, now I think I'm going to work from the negative exponents and deal with these 2 negative signs. I know that that's going to become positive, so I know I can disregard them, and I'm going to make all the exponents that are negative positive. So u squared, v to the 12th times v to the 3rd is v to the 15th. And that u to the negative first, I'm just going to put it down there to be positive. Still all to the negative 4th power. Oh, these are common. This is a quotient of powers. Actually, no, this is, it's the same base that is different powers in numerator and denominator. So I can take u to the 2 minus 1, and that just gives me u 2 times v to the 15th, all to the negative 4, and that means I now have, I'll take u times v to the 15th now, all to the 4th power. That becomes 1 over, I like to say, if in doubt, write it out. This exponent can distribute over this product. This is a product to a power. That's u to the 4th, v to the 60th. Whew. Now, if you prefer, you can keep watching if you want to see a different way that this is done. Some of the same properties, of course, but just in a different manner. Let's see. I'm going to, what do I do first here? I'm going to take this thing, and I'm going to put it up top. No, wait. Oh, wait. Nope. I think, oh goodness, did I stop there? Oh, aha, no, here's what I did. I'm going to use this property, and this is a fraction to a negative power. I'm just going to flip it upside down and keep it a positive power. So now I really have u to the 0, v to the negative fourth, all to the negative third power, times negative u to the negative first, times v cubed to the negative first power, all over u squared, but that now is to the fourth power. So I'm employing this little tactic that a fraction to a negative exponent, I can take the reciprocal and make the exponent positive. So the only thing that's changed now is that numerator has become denominator, they've reciprocated, and then this negative 4 is now to the fourth power. Now I got things to the fourth power. What do I do next? Oh, let's see. I see that there's a negative sign and a negative sign, so I'm going to make that positive, and we're still going to have something big to the fourth power, but I'm going to change that u to the 0 to the first. I'm going to make everything to a positive exponent here. So that's v1 over v to the fourth to the third power. And then u to the negative first is 1 over u. I'm still multiplying by v cubed. I'll put that v cubed over 1. And that is all to the negative first and still over u squared. That seem okay, I think. Now, things will start to kind of shake out a little bit. This is v to the, let's see. No. I think this should be a negative 3 still. My bad. This right here, I think I missed that negative 3. Because now I'm going to take this fraction to a negative exponent, and it will now be v to the fourth to the third power, or v to the 12th. Still times 1 over u times v cubed over 1, still to the negative first, still over u squared, still raised to the fourth power. So I just made this change right there. Okay? All right, let's see. Now I'm going to collect those v's and make it a little simpler. So that is really v to the 15th over u. It's still to the negative first power. It's still over u squared, and that entire quotient is raised to the fourth power. I'm going to employ this again, the quotient to a negative exponent. That now becomes the reciprocal, u over v to the 15th to the first power. And now I'm going to make it, I have u squared. I know I'm going to be dividing by a fraction, so I'm going to put u squared over 1, all still to the fourth power. Let's spill over here. Whoop, whoop. A fraction over a fraction. I can invert the denominator and multiply. I have u over v to the 15th times 1 over u squared, still to the fourth. Exciting conclusion. This is u over u squared times v to the 15th, still to the fourth. And this is u to the first over u squared. Denominator wins by 1. It's going to be 1 over u times v to the 15th, still to the fourth. That is a quotient to the power. I could have 1 to the fourth over u times v to the 15th to the fourth. And that exponent, if I was in doubt, I could write it out. It's going to be, in the end, u multiplied by itself 4 times and v 60 times. Whoa, get the same